What is up, my golly green gooners? You ready for Spawn issue number 323? Cool cover on this one. Let's go. It's been a few days since Spawn took out the power of this town, but there being no light and complete darkness brings dark creatures. And a group of vampire cartel shapeshift from bat to vampire standing in front of the cabin that Spawn is in. And their leader is called REBIRTH. REBIRTH knows that Spawn is in this cabin because he can smell his victim's blood. But when he opens a door to the basement, he's just blocked by a brick wall. Spawn appears behind REBIRTH. And you see, REBIRTH wants to make a partnership because he's both an outcast from heaven and hell. So he's getting sick of their bullshit. His vampire group is essentially stuck on purgatory when it comes to Earth. And he just wants to get rid of them. But Spawn's not interested in this deal, and he tells Spawn, come on, you gotta be somewhat compelled because your Hellspawn DNA has vampire DNA in it too, buddy. If you like the idea of a vampire cartel or gangs of various mythological creatures, then you'll love my comic Grandpa. It's a mature steampunk fantasy book about an ex-thief coming out of retirement to save his grandson's life by stealing from the Greek gods. So they essentially have that mobster sort of flair to them. It's a really cool story. I think you guys will love it. Tons of bombastic, crazy action. Click the link below, check it out. Somehow, with a wave of his hand, REBIRTH is able to make Spawn have a really difficult time breathing. And while he doesn't need lungs or air, it's still very uncomfortable and painful for him. And little did Spawn know, when he knocked out the power, it knocked out cameras, cell phone service, everything. So these vampires have just been feasting on these humans in the dark. And after REBIRTH asks Spawn once again for help, Spawn tells him that he'll never trust his kind. And REBIRTH literally stabs him with a wood piece from a sofa. And this is pretty wild. While Spawn is still weak, he stands up and the vampire's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, brother. And then Spawn literally causes an earthquake below him, shaking the undead all around him. And from hell, Spawn summons a sea of undead to take out these vampires. REBIRTH is shocked. He's like, dude, what? Come on, man. And he goes to run out. Just to piss him off, Spawn literally just seals the door telekinetically. And these vampires are surrounded by an ungodly amount of zombies. REBIRTH tries to plead with Spawn. He's like, we can work together and help save your planet, but Spawn doesn't care. He just stabs him and kicks him to his vampires, and his vampires are like, he hurt the boss, get him. But they don't, because they would have to literally fight through a sea of undead to even get to him. So Spawn chops off their leader's head and throws it to him, telling him if their boss ever sends someone like this at him again, he'll do this to them too. He tells them that if their boss wants to meet, he better meet in person. And that, my friends, wraps up Spawn issue number 323. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, don't be a pussy. Like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.